Alright, J Poetry, tell them what you do, man.
Alright, well, I say J Poetry. I perform poetry. His name.
Let me hear something, man. Let me hear something.
Alright, this right here is for all my people that love the text message. You know what I mean? This is for you. For all the phones in the world. Somebody asked me a question like what we used to do in the 80s, and I really gave some thought. Then I realized what it is that we used to do. We used to talk. Because see, back then nobody wanted to carry around a cell phone. I mean, it was the size of a boombox. You actually needed a bag to carry it.
Yeah.
But now we so caught up in this Facebook, Twitter, get an IMY him until eventually we lost all the conversation. So immersed in smartphones and iPads, and now when I laugh, it no longer makes a sound. LOL. I don't want to blame technology, but psychologically we use it as a crutch. I mean, is it really too much to speak? I can guarantee when you're in a building, there's probably two people in adjacent seats text messaging each other. And it's more than just respect at an open mic, because well, in an open life you express yourself, not text yourself. But in essence, that's all we doing, words on the screen. To the point where we don't even really sit down to play Scrabble with the family no more. Shit, we just play words with friends. And the world told me the word is bond, but if a picture is really worth 1,000 words, a picture this. How many are out there just this year that received at least 1,000 text messages when you read it and all they said was, hey. I mean, not a lot to build off, right? Not enough to spark the interest of your inner chemistry. Swear any relationship needs chemistry to survive. Even God said that you speak your blessings and your life into existence. So now it makes perfect sense to me why all of these chain text messages that I get that say send to 8 people and you'll be blessed immensely, never seen the work. Because we don't talk. We just walk this information highway like it's actual road. I mean, it's gotten so bad now I actually seen people text prayer requests. Maybe I'm wrong, but I like to think God is old fashioned. I mean, passion can't be expressed in words alone, because tone and cadence make a sentence priceless. Just like you can't read this how I write this. If I were to say it and you would have read it before, I'm sure it would have had the same effect. People not really understanding that we losing respect for the words I love you because of text. I mean, of course I'll be able to say it and not mean it if when I wrote it, it was already accepted and duly noted. So now when I say it again, I only freshly got to open a can of worms. We don't talk no more, y'all. This is what I've learned. We live in this T9 era. Text 9 months with a significant other. But shit, we argue like text got 9 lives. For real, can't say what you want to say though, because well, your battery life don't last 9 hours. When we not verbally talking, it's like we talking to the outer shell of each other, meeting one's representative. Because all text messages and emails are rehearsed lines. I've rehearsed mine. You know you done it too. Wrote it, didn't like it, erased it, wrote it again, send. And now on the other end, it looks like your very first thought, which is completely contradictory to how we talk. So now, I just want to say, aside in the 80s, aside from pixie braids, box fades, and matching jogging suits, I think it is what we used to, that we used to have an art of, that now we don't often do. See, we used to actually have conversation. And I think it's crazy. And I'm really trying to figure out when in the world did we fade away from it.
Yo, man, J Poetry. That's what it is. Enough said, baby.